Hey YouTube, this is Wrestling Spark Fan 62. In today's video, I'm here to talk about potential NXT call-ups. Now, I did this video not long ago, but I deleted it because there are some things I've thought about with it that makes me wonder. Okay, when the draft happens after WrestleMania, I think it's going to be, if I had to guess at this point, early May, going into Backlash, wherever Backlash is going to be. Because last year they had it right before Backlash, and then the draft took effect the Raw after Backlash. So, the first person I see coming up is Roxanne Perez. Now, that is obvious at this point with her doing Raw appearances, and then she did SmackDown this past week. She is coming up. It's just, at this time I'm thinking Raw, just because with her feud versus Bayley going into WrestleMania. Since they've been having this for the past couple of weeks. The next person is Jacy Jayne. Now, Jacy has been in NXT for quite a long time at this point. She's been in there 5 years, I think it is. 5.5, somewhere in there. And she is long overdue because she shows how good she is in a match, no matter if she wins or loses. Also, she's shown she has a sinister side to her. So stuff like, like what she's done to Thea Hale and all these others, she can hang with the best and as well be goofy at the same time, like she did last year during Vengeance Day, talking about the Chase U calendars. Next one with Jacy is Fallon Henley. Fallon has been in WWE almost just as long as Jacy has. I think Fallon came in not long after. And she's over with her country gimmick. She's done a very great job at it, no matter if it's just on her own or when she was part of the tag team, or now with Fatal Influence. She has shown that she can get over. She has shown just how sinister she can get as well. Look at her match a few weeks ago versus Stephanie Vaquer for the NXT North American title. And she has shown why she belongs going up. The next person. Now, this one I'm not entirely sure about, and that is Cora Jade. And the reason why I'm not entirely sure with Cora at this moment is due to two things. One, can she stay healthy enough? Because unfortunately, she has had a couple of injuries. And, she has had the stint of staying out for quite a bit. The other problem is she has these two feuds going on at the same time. In TNA versus Marsha Slamovich, and in NXT for the title, I believe. The next one I can see going up as well, but her main problem is not so much staying healthy, but it's getting on TV, and that is Tatum Paxley. She's like a new version of what is her name? So she has the same sort of gimmick as that a woman in TNA had, where she's like a golf girl that goes by like golf rules and all this stuff. And so she can hang with anybody. And she has shown just how different she can be. The next person, while we're sticking with goth women for a second, is Gigi Dolan. Now, her and JC Jane came into NXT at the same time. But like Cora, Gigi has had a couple of injuries that have set her back. The main problem with Gigi is, while she is good in the ring, her main problem is she's just another girl with orange hair. Gigi is her character is great, even when she was in Toxic Attraction, and then when she got out and she had her feud with JC. The main problem is, can she stay healthy enough? The next person I can think of, going to the men for a second, is Trick Williams. He is so over in NXT. So when you hear his music hit, the crowd really gets into it. And, you know, the one time he was on SmackDown about a year ago, or less than a year ago, you know, the crowd chanted his name as well. The next person I can see as well would probably be Josh Briggs, just because he is the type of person that someone on the main roster would have a great match with. The next person I can honestly see is Fraxium. As Fraxium would be good in the tag team division, as they're small enough, they are quick. Now, the last person I'm ending this video with at this point, she's around the same age as Roxanne Perez. But the thing is, with this gimmick being over, I don't know how she would get over with the live crowd on Raw or SmackDown, and I'm referring to Thea Hale. Because the thing is, a gimmick in NXT getting over is a lot different than a gimmick on Raw or SmackDown. Now, there have been exceptions to this rule in the past, but the main problem is with Thea, while she is a technical wrestler like Brock Lesnar or Deonna Purrazzo in AEW, the main problem is, I just don't know how her gimmick would work in AEW or on the main roster. I know she has done some dates recently on the NXT live circuit. I don't know if it's still through Chase U or not, but she is another person I can see going up, but she would probably have to get repackaged.